school organizing has been going, please?
Well, it's been going really well. Do you want to hear some more information?
Yeah, like some stories that you've organized people with, or just really some practicing?
Okay. Well, I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of new people, and these people have started businesses, all different types of businesses, and I'm just amazed how much everybody wants to help me. When people meet, they want to know all about my business, and they start telling me, oh, I know this person who could use your services, or I know this person that you should connect with. And so that's been really, really cool, just to see that and to be part of a great community. And the organizers that I've met have also been really, really helpful. I actually have been working with a different organizer, and we've been doing some packing and unpacking jobs. So for people who are moving, I've been helping people move into new homes and to organize their things and just put them in their drawers and things so they can get right to work and not just have boxes sitting around their house for a really long time. So it's been a really good experience. Thanks for asking.
Well, how has being a rabbi? What does that go like? How does being a rabbi be like?
Oh, well, I've only ever been married to your father, who is a rabbi, and I love being married to him. Him being a rabbi is just part of who he is. It means that we get to have a community to spend holidays with. It means that every Friday night, I don't have to beg him to come to temple because I know he's going to be there. So all I have to do is show up, and I get to hear what he's thinking. That part I really like. And usually it means I just feel like I'm married to a really great person who happens to also be a rabbi. So, we do same things any other couples having fun together would do. But that's an added piece, I guess, that we have a community that supports us as well.
Have any other things you want to say?
Oh, wow.
Like when you were little?
You want to hear about when I was little? Oh, my goodness. How about when I was 5?
Okay, when you were 5.
Okay, let's see. When I was 5.
Why who's this?
Well, I was thinking when I was 5 because I saw Ezra and he's 5. I remember kindergarten.
I'm 5.5.
I actually went to kindergarten twice. Have you ever met any kids that have done that? I went to kindergarten 2 times because my birthday was in the summer. So I was the youngest, and I went again, and then I was the oldest. And I remember really liking kindergarten. I had trouble the first time with learning to read, but I figured it out. And we had letter books, and we got to go to learn each letter. Remember, that was really fun.
I did it too.
And when I was in kindergarten, I went to Disney World for the first time. Remember going, and
I think Disney World is actually fun. At Disney World, I don't want to actually spoil it by me talking, but I once went on the Dumbo ride just me and Harper together.
When I was a kid, I never went on the Dumbo ride. The very first time I went on the Dumbo ride was with Harper. We went to Disney World when you turned 3, and you weren't even 1 yet. And Harper was 2.5, and I got to ride the Dumbo ride with her because you rode with Grandma Rowe. So I didn't go on the Dumbo ride as a kid. We just didn't do that ride for some reason. We always skipped it. I had a really nice childhood. I got to grow up with Grandma Eileen and Grandpa Chuck, and my brother Corey, or you guys call him Uncle Corey. And he was always really nice to me. Well, okay, always is a strong word. He was we played together all the time. We used to play with G.I. Joes, Ninja Turtles, other things that you guys don't know what they are. But I felt lucky to have an older brother. And I also had a best friend that I'm still friends with.
Talk about a time with Ezra.
A time with Ezra? Oh my goodness. We've had a lot of good times together, haven't we? 5.5 years of good times. Most of the times you've been around too, Asher, when I've been with Ezra, but sometimes I get to have time alone with Ezra, which is also really special. I know something cool about Ezra. I got to actually be his teacher. I don't know if he remembers.
I do.
You do? When he was in the 3-year-old class at preschool, his teacher left and went to a different school, so they needed a teacher. So I came and I got to be in his class, and he called me Miss Jodi when I was in his class. I always thought that was funny because he knew my name was Mommy, right? And he treated me just like a teacher. And then once school ended, he immediately snapped into treating me like a mom. Right? But he did a great job sharing me with all the other kids. That's why I could stay in his classroom. He was able to handle having me in there. A lot of kids wouldn't have been able to do that, but you know. And I got to wave and say hi to Asher because Asher was in the older class.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
My question for you is what is your favorite color and number? Color and number.
Oh. My favorite color is purple.
And your favorite number?
Though I also really like blue, especially like teal. My favorite number, so it was always 5, and then for a little bit of time, I changed it to 25. So 25 is my favorite number. I mean, now I've kind of gone back to having 5 be my number. I was born on the 5th. My favorite baseball player was number 5. I was number 5 in baseball.
Please tell me the year you were born.
1982.
That's my little Luffy Steffi's birthday.
That's June 5th. Yeah, he has the same birthday as me. I don't think he was born in 1982.
Well, would you tell us about the characters you made as a child since you were sharing books about them? So share about them with these people.
Okay, well, I had some cartoon characters when I was a kid named, I have to remember all their names now. One of them's name was Ryan, which is my brother's middle name, but I always liked that name. Similar to Rylan, I guess, right?
Rylan?
But the name was Ryan. It was a boy.
Rylan is the new baby, remember?
Rylan is the new baby, that's right. She's so cute, isn't she? No, I had a character named Ryan, and he had hair that kind of went like crazy that way. And then I had a character with like spiky hair. I don't remember his name.
So it's like...
And I had a character that wore a hat. I just like to...
a hat.
Yeah, you're wearing a hat. I like to draw cartoon characters. I don't know if they all had names. I would try to draw people as cartoon characters. So like, they always look the same, but then the hair would look like whatever the person's hair looked like.
Well, I have another question.
Okay.
What is your favorite vacation you've ever been on?
That's really hard.
Disney? Is that one?
Disney? Disney is a nice vacation.
That's your favorite?
It's probably not my favorite.
What is?
It's like, I can't say London because I lived there for 5 years. It's not really a vacation when you live somewhere.
No, when you live somewhere, it's never a vacation.
It's never a vacation.
Yeah, they can't say.
I also loved visiting Israel, but I also lived there.
No. Have you ever visited Israel though?
Yeah, I went and visited.
London? Have you ever visited London?
I visited London once. I was
Okay,
there, but it wasn't my favorite. I didn't enjoy it as much until I moved there. Daddy and I went to Scotland. That was a really fun trip. I really enjoyed that.
So maybe Scotland is.
Maybe Scotland, but I also have gone on some really nice trips with you. I liked going to Tucson with you guys.
I
don't know that I have a favorite trip. I've just had so many.
Daddy.
In Cincinnati.
But what was the name of the place in Cincinnati?
Hall of Mirrors. Do you remember I took you there?
The Hall of Mirrors is where you married Daddy?
That's right.
The Hall of Mirrors.
Hall of
Anything else you want to share?
Oh, I could share things all day. I love my boys, Asher and Ezra. I wanted to be a mommy for a very long time, and they are both beyond my wildest dreams of what I thought my children might be like. I didn't know, but you guys are pretty amazing, and I'm looking forward to all the fun things we're going to keep doing together. And I think you're really good at interviewing, Asher. I'm enjoying all of your questions. And
want to share any more stories?
Any more stories? Oh my. That's a very, oh gosh, I have so many stories. What should I share a story about?
When you were little?
When I was little?
When you were 5, so
Just like any time when I was little?
Yeah, just share like a little. Like when you were 0?
I don't remember being 0. Sharing a story when I was little. My best friend's name is Shayna, and we've been best friends since 2nd grade. I've known her my whole life.
A story about you and Shayna.
Me and Shayna? Oh, goodness. One thing I used to really like, but she doesn't remember this, is we had these little dinosaurs. We found one of them at summer camp, at our day camp, Camp Wildbrook, and we decided, we didn't know who was going to keep the dinosaur, so we would take turns. And we named them Pete and Johnny after baseball players. And Johnny was, actually, we named one of them Pete, because I already had one named Johnny. And then she had another one. And then we would switch, we would take turns every time we saw each other, giving the dinosaur back and forth. And we built little homes for them in our bedrooms. And recently I found the dinosaurs and I was so excited because I had been looking for them. And I showed Shayna, look, and she goes, uh-huh. I said, you remember this? She goes, no. We were like in 4th grade. I said, how do you not remember? This is Pete and Johnny. She had no memory of this. So it was one of my memories that Shayna didn't share. But I have a lot of great memories with Shayna. We had a lot of fun together. And now we talk almost every day, at least during the week.
Every day or every week?
Well, maybe not every day, but at least every week.
Share about going to Great Wolf Lodge. Yeah, share about
Great Wolf Lodge? I've been to Great Wolf Lodge 3 times. The first time we went to Great Wolf Lodge was actually, we booked it really, really last minute. We were supposed to be going to Camp Coleman. And then a lot of people were sick because it was kind of during the pandemic. It was toward the end. So they said we couldn't come. And Daddy had already taken off work. So we were like, well, we need to go somewhere. Let's go somewhere. And we couldn't figure out where to go. And so we booked 2 days at Great Wolf Lodge. That was our first time. We were surprised. We just had such a good time together. And so we went back. We've gone back twice. We went on slides. We just loved watching you guys. Your faces lit up going down the slides. And you both won bingo, which is unusual. Most people don't win bingo, but you won it both times.
So I won first, and then after one,
That's right.
And then we have family fun time with no bingo.
No, well, I actually played bingo and never won. I didn't win a single time, but the boys won both times. I like Great Wolf Lodge. I don't like the food. We don't usually eat the food. I usually pack sandwiches, partially because I'm a little bit cheap. I don't like to spend the money. Their food's expensive. Also, I don't think it tastes very good. So we picked up McDonald's, and that tastes better than their food. And then sometimes we'll go out to eat. So I just enjoy being there. It's a close drive. It's only an hour and a half, which is way closer than Florida. Or going on an airplane somewhere. But I do love to travel.
It's still in the Piedmont region, so...
That's right. It is still in the Piedmont region.
Well, wait, we'll stories you want to share, or any more questions you want me to ask before the video's over?
Oh, no. You could ask me about my teddy bear, Gizmo.
Well, okay, tell us, okay, what's something about Gizmo?
So I always liked stuffed animals. We didn't call them stuffed, we called them stuffed animals. And my stuffed animal was Gizmo. But I actually got Gizmo when I was like 10 years old. I was like, or maybe I was 9. I was in 4th grade. And I had just always loved stuffies and gone from one to the next. But when I got Gizmo, I just immediately knew he was special. My grandma bought him for me. I went to Florida for my aunt's wedding. My aunt was getting remarried to somebody named Leon. And my grandma bought this bear at a Cracker Barrel gift shop on the way down and gave him to me. And I just immediately was like, this is really a cute bear. And I just he kind of became my main bear. I named him Gizmo because my aunt's dog's name was Gizmo. She had a Gizmo and a Cleo, so I named him Gizmo Cleo Bryn.
Gizmo Cleo Bryn?
That's his full name. And then I got a cow a few months later that was similar to Gizmo, like same shape and size. I named that Cleo.
Cow?
No, a stuffy cow.
Oh.
I have them upstairs. So I named the cow Cleo, which was Gizmo's middle name. Cleo Bessie was her I named.
Cleo Bessie?
Yeah.
But why is the little bear that's in our family named
Gizmo?
Gizmo
Cleo Bryn.
Cleo Bryn. Why didn't he end with our last name?
Because my last name was Bryn. Until I got married to
Well,
Daddy.
you're Bryn Holt.
And now I am. But my last name became Holtz 14 years ago.
So the middle name is Brand.
I made my middle name Brand. You don't have to do that.
I made my middle name Pig. I made my middle name Piggy.
I guess we should have named you Ezra Piggy.
Holtz.
Oh, okay.
Ezra Piggy Holtz.
Ezra Piggy Holtz.
Boing!
Well, it was fun to chat with you. And I think your interviewing skills are superb.
Super!
Oh my. Bye.